I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. It certainly wasn't a silent night in Bunnell on Christmas, John Arking explains.
Flagler County Sheriff's deputies were forced to pepper spray a crowd of people after shots rang out Wednesday evening. Deputies were called just before 9 p.m. on the report of shots being fired in the air. While there were no injuries, deputies assisted Bunnell officers to break up a crowd that had gathered in an empty lot on the property of a substance abuse rehab center. Several people in the crowd fled the scene as officers approached and could not be identified. A fight was taking place involving some of those gathered, which resulted in deputies pepper spraying the group and ordering them to separate. Police say most of them fled the scene. 5 .380 caliber shell casings were recovered in the empty lot, but the person or persons responsible for firing them was not identified. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm John Arking.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
A suspicious death is under investigation in Bunnell, Tony Magoo reports.
A suspicious death had Flagler County Sheriff's deputies working on Florida Avenue in Bunnell Monday afternoon around 4. With us is Sheriff Rick Staley.
At this time, there is nothing the community should be concerned about. We are awaiting autopsy reports from the medical examiner to determine the exact cause of death, which will then indicate to us how we need to proceed with the investigation.
The Sheriff's Department is reminding everyone that if they have any information regarding this death, to contact them at 313-4911. You may also call Crime Stoppers at 888-277-TIPS, where you could be eligible for a reward of up to $5,000. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
2019, the year of distractions.
As the year comes to a close, Flagler County Administrator Jerry Cameron looks back on 2019. He took over the job during controversial times as the county dealt with a host of issues, from homelessness to the Sheriff's Office Operations Center relocating. Cameron tells WNZF he spent much of his first few months on the job cleaning up those complicated situations.
A lot of it required some serious study to figure out exactly what the right directions would be. I think that we have done that. We know what it's going to take to resolve those issues, and the first quarter of the coming year will be a year of execution to do that, and we look forward to get past all of that.
Now he's got his eye on the future.
We need to seriously look at the issues of growth and to be ready for it. That's going to be a critical issue for us. We've got to do something to close the gap on our fire services where we don't have adequate stations and we're seriously understaffed.
2019 is almost over. That means 2020 will be here soon, and so will the census.
Flagler County Commissioner Donald O'Brien, who's on the count committee, says it won't take long.
The enumerators will be in the field until June. Once it starts, it's going to run from about March to June.
O'Brien said the results of the once-in-a-decade head count have to be on the president's desk by 12/31. He said that if you don't want a census worker at your door, fill out the census online. To listen to the entire interview, download the Flagler radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.